often asked this question, and I think they worry a lot about how important is the pitch deck, the quality of the pitch deck. Now, of course, there are many tools and many people have spoken about the pitch deck and how exactly do you construct a pitch deck. But I want to, sort of touch upon a very different aspect of the pitch deck, which is how do you think about your story? A VC or an investor cares about the story. Now, story is not really, I think, is not well understood by a lot of people in India. I think story is seen as, oh, let me show a curve, the market is X size, I'll get that percentage of that market, and there it is, boom, we've got a big company. And that's not really how it works, right? A story is when a founder has done enough work with customers, the larger market, what are really the pain points, what could be the real gap, not just some sliver that you think that, oh, this big company couldn't do it, so let me now try. There are always good reasons why big companies don't do certain things, right? So you internalize and try and reflect upon what made you start in this category. If it is very, very opportunistic, oh, VCs are investing in this category, so therefore let me, go and start this, I think that's a bad idea. Even though, of course, it's important for you to optimize for capital raise for your startup. So really think about why are VCs investing in it. So the why here does matter. Because that's where your story will emerge from. Stories typically emerge from a human impulse, not from a commercial impulse. So you really have to get into that aspect as to what could it do for the customers that you're targeting, what could it do for you, what could it do for, let's say, the team that you want to hire. Once you've understood the whys and wherefores of your story, that's how the pitch flows. The pitch is not a isolated, just one document, that you sort of put together or you get some investment banker to put together. Somebody can put the spit and polish to it, which is fine. But the authenticity of your story has to be reflected in your pitch. And those are the most compelling and powerful pitches that VCs typically respond to. And therefore, it's important to do that work. And this kind of thinking work only the founders can do. You can't outsource this to anybody. You can't outsource to an agency. You can't outsource to an investment banker. Get as many inputs as you want. I mean, take your time over it. Don't rush through the process. But really, it's a if some of you have been professionals and you've got a CV, for example, again, CVs hide so much and therefore they're very, very unidimensional. And that's why the whole interview process is so difficult and companies make mistakes, when they hire people, because the CVs don't really tell you. Similarly, a pitch deck has to reveal more than it hides. Reveal about you as a founder. Reveal about your motivations. Reveal how you will win the market. That there's a market size in a country like India, to my mind, is a no-brainer. I mean, everything has a market. But your right to win will be how you have thought about the problem and how you're going to find a solution for it. So guys, focus and spend time on the content which has to emerge from you, not from a fancy pitch deck. So, the Jeff Bezos principle about writing a note as opposed to a PPT stems from that, because writing forces you to think more. You have to fill those pages. That word count doesn't come easily. That's why writing is so difficult, because you really, really, really got to go deep within to be able to say something that is meaningful. That's not just more of the same or something you regurgitated or plagiarized from somebody else. It has to be your authentic reason.